Every single human being dreams. This is a non-negotiable biological fact. It's as fundamental to our health as breathing. It's as fundamental to our health as eating. Newborn babies dream. Centenarians dream. Your brain dedicates a significant portion of its nightly work to the act of dreaming. A lot of people wake up and say, "I don't dream." That's not true. A more accurate line, "I don't remember my dreams." Dream memory is fragile. It's like trying to hold smoke in your hands. The moment consciousness returns, the world you inhabited begins to dissolve, often leaving no trace behind. This forgetting is a feature of our memory systems. Why do we spend roughly 2 hours each night on this mental theater? Dreaming isn't random noise from a resting brain. It serves critical functions. During REM sleep, our brains become wildly active. REM is the primary stage for dreaming. Here we process emotions. Here we consolidate memories. Here we engage in creative problem solving. Think of it as nightly therapy. The brain takes emotional experiences, strips away immediate stress, integrates them into your life's tapestry, helping you wake with a clearer emotional perspective. Dreaming is deeply personal and universally shared. It's a biological constant across all humanity. Culture influences dreams. Geography doesn't stop dreaming. Personal history feeds dreams. The brain doesn't ask permission, it just dreams. This nightly production is essential for psychological well-being. It helps us navigate social and emotional life. Without it, our ability to learn would suffer. Without it, coping with stress would suffer. Without it, emotional balance would suffer. The dream state is not an escape. It's a tool for engaging with reality. Dream content is pulled from your life. Recent events appear in dreams. Long-forgotten memories surface. Deep-seated hopes and fears emerge. Your brain is a director, casting characters from your past and your present. While all dreams are a product of REM sleep, not all dreams are created equal. A nightmare is a very specific type of dream. It's defined by its intensely negative emotional content. The dominant feelings are often fear, terror, anxiety, profound sadness. Unlike a standard dream, a nightmare is actively distressing. It's a dream from which you would desperately wish to escape. The narrative of a nightmare often involves threats to your safety, survival, or psychological integrity. It's the brain's emergency broadcast system. The key difference between a bad dream and a full-blown nightmare is intensity and physiological impact. A bad dream might leave you uneasy. A nightmare can jolt you awake. This awakening is crucial. The dream is so threatening that waking becomes the only escape. Heart pounding, breath short, ripped from sleep by the dream's force. Nightmares are often more coherent and narrative-driven. They follow a story arc that builds fear. You are being chased. You are falling. You are trapped. The brain casts you as the central character with impossibly high stakes. It's also important to distinguish nightmares from night terrors. Both are frightening, but biologically distinct. Nightmares occur during REM sleep and are often remembered in detail. Night terrors happen during deep, non-REM sleep. A person in a night terror might scream, thrash, appear terrified, but won't be truly awake and will have no dream memory afterward. A nightmare wakes you up with a story. A night terror is fear without a narrative. One of the most unsettling aspects of a nightmare is its profound sense of reality. While you're in it, the dream doesn't feel like a dream. The fear is real. The danger is real. The panic is real. During REM, many of the same waking areas reactivate. Your brain is simulating reality with the same neural circuits. The amygdala's hyperactive danger signal can override sleep and force awakening. Surges of adrenaline and cortisol trigger the body's fight-or-flight response. Your heart rate skyrockets, your breathing becomes rapid and shallow, and you may even begin to sweat. The brain interprets it as a genuine emergency, snapping you awake. A critical REM feature adds to the realism: muscle atonia. To prevent you from acting out your dreams, your brainstem paralyzes voluntary muscles. Only the muscles that control your eyes and your breathing remain active. In a nightmare where you're trying to run, fight, or scream, this paralysis becomes part of the dream. You cannot move or call for help, amplifying helplessness and terror. The dream feels more real and inescapable. The prefrontal cortex, the rational part, is dampened during REM. It's effectively offline. Without oversight, anything becomes possible and unquestioned. Emotion-driven systems run the show completely, creating an experience that feels absolutely terrifyingly authentic until the moment you wake up. Sometimes a nightmare is not a one-time event. It becomes a recurring feature of our sleep, like a terrifying film our brain replays. A recurring nightmare is a clear signal. A specific emotional concern is unresolved. These are targeted messages from your subconscious. The brain latches onto a fear or anxiety and keeps working through it in the safe but scary arena of dreams. Each replay is another attempt to find a resolution that hasn't appeared in waking life, often tied to unresolved trauma or persistent high-level stress. For people with PTSD, recurring nightmares are a hallmark symptom. The brain gets stuck on the traumatic event, replaying it with painful accuracy. Even without PTSD, dreams of failing an exam or being chased can signal performance anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, or wanting to escape a difficult situation. The repetition means the issue isn't solved yet. The brain keeps presenting the problem until progress is made. A recurring nightmare is a flashing red light on your mental dashboard. They'll keep knocking until you finally answer, and often stop once the real conflict is resolved. While dreams are personal, nightmare themes are surprisingly universal. Across cultures and history, similar scary dreams recur. One of the most common is falling, often symbolizing loss of control or insecurity, career, relationships, personal life. That sudden jolt, the hypnic jerk, is your body's response to simulated instability. Being chased is another classic. The pursuer can be a monster, a shadow, or an animal, often symbolizing avoidance. There's an issue, a person, or an emotion you're running from. The mind suggests you may need to stop and face it. Teeth falling out is strangely common. It links to appearance anxiety, fear of judgment, and communication. It can reflect feeling unable to speak, regret, or not being understood. Nightmares of being unprepared persist even decades after school. They symbolize fear of judgment, scrutiny, and being found lacking. Often arising with new work challenges, social exposure, or general inadequacy. It embodies imposter syndrome, the fear you are not good enough and will be found out. Can we stop nightmares? Encouragingly, yes. Imagery rehearsal therapy, or IRT, is highly effective. You actively work with the nightmare's script while awake. First, write down the details, then consciously rewrite it to a benign outcome. Change any part, not just the ending. Rehearse the new version several times a day. You build a new default pathway for that emotional theme. Over time, the nightmare reduces or stops. Lucid dreaming gives awareness and influence. Once lucid, fear fades and you can confront or dismiss threats. You can even fly away. Practice reality checks by day to increase lucidity. Good sleep hygiene matters. Manage stress and anxiety, avoid scary content before bed, and keep consistent, quality sleep. Ultimately, what do our nightmares reveal about us? Psychologists agree. Dreams are not meaningless static. They are rich data on our inner world, our emotions, anxieties, hopes, and conflicts. A nightmare is your brain's spotlight on distress, even if you're not aware by day. It's an invitation to look deeper. Cultures blamed demons or spirits, often tied to sleep paralysis. Many saw nightmares as omens and created protective rituals and charms. In reality, causes are often daily: stress, conflict, scary media, processed during REM. Sleep continues the day's emotional state. Should you worry? Mostly no. But if nightmares are frequent, severe, disrupt sleep, or cause daytime anxiety or fear of bed, seek help. A nightmare isn't the problem, it's a symptom. It's a message from you, to you, asking for attention and care.